All right, here we are when we're waiting for people. I don't want to add all these up. I'm sure there's a calculator. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Super chat is a fun new way to monetize. Yeah, let's turn it on. Yeah, I don't think I can yet, dude. Stop super chat. I got to do this, fill this form out really quick. Just give me a second, guys. We're gonna add up these games. Check out this image. Just let me get on board here. I can't see. There we go. Live. Okay. Okay. We now have super chat enabled. Cool. Hello, everyone. Happy whatever today is, Tuesday? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. All right. So yesterday we checked out the Pi Piggy image, and today we're going to be checking out the Mad Little Pixels HyperPie image. There's the 128 gigabyte image. It's only about what was it, like 117 gigabytes compared to like a Rays or Mad Little Pixels other video one, or the Rejalad, which are all right at 119 gigabytes. So you really kind of have to have a really high end micro SD that doesn't eliminate that free space for it to fit, or you have to go and buy 200 gigabyte, which is quite a bit of a jump in price. I think right now you can get the 128 for like $30 around there, a little couple of dollars more. So this is a really good size image to kind of have everything. I've already made a video about this image. I'm going to post it tomorrow morning, kind of one of my quick 10-minute overview videos. So I'll post that tomorrow, but I've already posted a link to this in the description if you want to get it right now. And for this live stream, we're going to be checking out this image. I have a couple other things I wanted to talk about, and that's about it. So welcome. Comes out 126 after download. I don't know what's happening to you, Mark, but I have it right on my hard drive right now. It's 117. You talking about Mad Little Pixels, or which one are you talking about? Okay, so and then I guess I have Super Chat now, which I have no idea what that is. I think that's when you can accept donations now in chat. Is that what happens? Let's check it out. Oh, send a Super Chat. Oh, nice. Very cool. So this is kind of like Super Chat now. This is kind of like Twitch. They're really trying to compete with Twitch with donations. That's cool. Nice. I didn't even know that they added that feature yet. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so this image we're looking at, I was just gonna go ahead and add up all the games. So there's no Omega. Let's scroll over here. Got my calculator out. Wow, 2,947 games. Okay. Arcade. 2,962. The image I did earlier today, the Pi Piggy, I think it's got like 2,300 arcade games, so a little less. But I mean, it's arcade games. There are a lot of arcade games that do not work. 648, 2,600s, 5,200s. I'm adding this all up in my calculator at the same time to see how many games. You can see my Pi Piggy, I added them all up as well. it really doesn't matter. I mean, the games, what games matter is like the ones you want to play, right? That's really what matters. But I think the epicness of the image. So like here that he has a lot of Commodore 64s. I mean, that already is going to put him at like. Oh, I'm taking bets right now. Let's take some bets. How many games do you think are on this image? Let's take some bets, people. Throw them out. Throw them out. Give me a number. Give me a number. I know I put 13,000 in the title. That should be a little bit of a hint, but I actually don't know the exact number. I know it's probably close there. Let's see. Let's see those guesses here. We got Mark, Alvaro, Tony on Ice. You're in here. Give me your bets. Give me your bets. I'm gonna give my bet out. I'm just gonna type it in the chat. What, Mark? You wish, Mark. Okay. This is like the Price is Right. You way went over there, Mark, but that's cool. I like it. I like going big. I'm just gonna throw out this number. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. Are you guys serious? Are you just throwing out numbers? Okay. You see, I put 13,000 in the title, correct? Okay. Okay. Anthony's at 16,000. Okay. I've already lost my place. No, I didn't. Okay. So we just added the 2231 from Commodore. Let's keep it moving. 140. The system I always pronounce wrong. It's Coleco, right? You said throw out numbers. You're right, Mark. Touche, Mark. 16 Daphnes. Dreamcast. One of these is not actually a game because one of them is the system manager there. So there's actually only one less. So 11 Dreamcast. I'm sure there might be some managers in there. Anyways, 90. So my calculator on my phone, it only goes up to 20. You can only add up to 20 things at a time. So there's more than 20 systems on this image. So we're going to have to, at some point, write down my number and then start all over again. 565. Okay, I'm going to write down this number and clear it. So we're at 10,122 already. Okay, nobody's been beaten yet. Okay, let's clear this. Add our number again, 10,122 plus. Did we already add this? Did we already add Game Boy? I hope so. I think I did. You can rewind if you want, but I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, 1,036. 535. We're going to see that this is not an emulation station image. It is meant for a track mode. But I believe this is like a HyperBlue type of thing that they have on the back end on the theme, 281. So you could use emulation station, but really the prettiness of the Project HyperPie is the hyperspin, which is when you go into a track mode. Okay, Japanese Mega Drive, 235. So just right off the bat, what this image has that the Pi Piggy doesn't have is MSX. This one has MSX. Pi Piggy does not. This one has Commodore 64. Pi Piggy does not. However, this image, I got the 567, okay. This image, the Nintendo 64, is a little lacking. Only 8 games. A lot of Nintendo 64, though, people think that it's unplayable. So, that's kind of up to the user. But there's 303 or 307. I've seen up to 307 games on a typical image. So it's kind of lacking in the Nintendo. However, back to a Pro, this image does have Nintendo DS, and the Pi Piggy does not have Nintendo DS. That's not to say you can just add them on there. You should be able to add them on there really easily. The Pi Piggy does have the emulator installed, so all you got to do is drag over your ROMs for your Nintendo DS, for example. Okay, so 22, that. NEOGEO, 142. Okay, we're getting close, people. What do you think we're up to now? Who made Pi Piggy? I'm not entirely sure. It might be some group. I'm sure it's one of these retro groups. I'm realizing how many there are. There's quite a bit. 791. Yeah, they all show an emulation station, but they're not all like programmed to be perfect in emulation station. Yeah, the touchscreen controls, there's like a way that you can do it, but it's not perfect. But you can zoom in, zoom out, change the resolution. There is some like configurations in the back end, so it's decent. 40. This is going to take me forever. Should we add two? I don't think we got to add these two. I think it does not count. Port does not count. PlayStation. The CIA made it. Exactly. That's what they're doing with all the time. The only three PlayStation games where PyPiggy does have the best of PlayStation, which is like about 24, 25 games. So there's a difference there as well. This is going to have more games overall, though, because it has like 500 more arcade games, and it has like 2,200 of the Commodore 64 games. So that's going to really edge it out as far as sheer numbers. But the caliber of games is kind of where it's kind of different. But this one has Dreamcast, so that's pretty high caliber, bigger game. So it's kind of all over the place there. Scum VM, I don't believe this image has any. Sega 32, 33. And also PyPiggy, I don't think has Sega CD. This one does have Sega CD. Another difference. If you're a Sega CD person. 25. I have to say these two 128 gigabyte images this week, the HyperPie and the motionblue that Mad Little Pixel made, killer images. Killer stuff. Like I just put out that 128 gig top 3, and this shatters all of that. This doesn't have the originality of those ones have. Like the other ones kind of have the retro, the first of their kind, like Reys, for example. But these new backends, all you got to do is you download that image, you put it in your Pi, it boots an emulation station, you configure your controller, whatever it is, whether it's an 8-bit-o. A lot of people like the new Wii U remote, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, whether it's wired or wireless. You just plug that bad boy in, do the controls really quick. Everything's at your fingertips. Everything. It's all pre-configured. The resolution's done for you. The audio's ready for you. It's pretty cool. Wow, I'm getting way distracted. This whole time, we still haven't added these games. Okay, my last number I added was 25. So we're at 486. By the way, now that we have 56 people, we're taking bets here, people. How many games do you think are on this image? I'm adding them up individually. I'm probably going to be within, 5% of the actual total. I may have made a mistake, or maybe there's some games that aren't shown here or didn't get imported. But what's your guess on how many games are on this 128 gigabyte image? This is Mad Little Pixel's HyperPie image. Let's take some bets. Let's get some numbers in the chat here. I already gave mine. I think my guess was this. I'm not going to say it out loud. Oh, Sean. See, Sean's number is interesting. Like, I think Sean's on to something. Or James, I think you're a little high. But I mean, I don't know. Daphne, there's Daphne on here, and there's also Daphne on PyPiggy. So there's Daphne on both. Yeah, Wii U, I hear, is a killer controller. I actually just ordered one. I'll be doing a review on that probably next week. So, but I heard they're really nice. I'm going to try that. 14.5, 14.2, all right. 14.8, 14.989. I like these numbers. Have you guys been on Price is Right? I feel like some of you have. You guys know, or at least you've woken up many mornings and watched that show. Okay. I'm still adding these. Okay. 486. I got that far. Okay. Okay, I can tell you right now, Jason's wrong, Alvaro's wrong, Tony's wrong, Mr. Joshua is wrong, Sean's wrong, I'm wrong. James is still, actually, James might be the one that gets it. Robert, you're wrong. Tune Ahead, you're wrong. D-Tech Logic, you're wrong. Fast Ed, you're wrong. We're all wrong. I was way off. With this. I was way off. I think we only have a couple more to go. Okay. You might want to re-guess if you're all wrong. The only person that's still possibly right, even Jason, you're wrong. Alvaro, you're wrong. James actually might win. So James is the closest here. All right, James. James might be... Tony, okay. Tony's getting it more interesting in here. Okay, so 68. Here we go. Super Nintendo. We're still not done, people, and we're still not done. Okay, this is pretty impressive. 786. Okay, because the Pi Piggy, like I said, there's an extra like 3,000 games from Pi Piggy just based on the Commodore 64 and arcade selection. Okay, so just those two systems are way more than the Pi Piggy. So we'll see. All right. Light gun, Chuck, light gun. Sorry, the sad story is light guns do not work. I certain there's a USB one, but it's like $100, $150. The reason being is flat screen TVs, the LED TVs, don't have the same kind of technology that CRTs did at the time and the way they tracked it and stuff. So sorry, out of luck. Buy a Wii. I would say just buy a Wii, and then that's kind of your best bet. Okay, you guys want to know, right? You're like, the anticipation is killing me. All right, 786, TurboGrafx 1694. Okay, TurboGrafx CD. You guys are getting, okay, now the numbers are good. TurboGrafx CD, I thought had some. 1, okay. Okay, 1. So Pi Baby does have way more TurboGrafx CD. I don't want to say like an extra 15 or so games, maybe more. But this image has way more total games. I can tell you that right now. Plus, I've reached my maximum limit. I've reached my maximum limit twice now. Okay, I'm gonna write down this number. 16. Oh, I kind of already said it. Sorry, I get the cats out of the bag. Okay. Equals. Okay. 16, 60. Okay. Clear. Plus 21 plus, okay. We're back on it. We got like a couple more to do here. And then I'll answer some of these questions coming in that are, whoa, there's no Amiga. I think this is the last one. 375. All right, let's see who got the closest. James is very close at 16,999. Jason even closer at 16,725. So far I got Jason at 16,725. I'm going back now. Don't write in the chat. I'm going backwards on the chat to see who got the closest. I think it's Jason. James, you actually got second place with that 17. But see, I feel like James is the original OG here because the whole time he was saying 17,000. And when I was like, you're way high, that's no way, you're wrong. James, you are correct. Can I change the title of this? I'm going to change this to change the title of this 16,000. I'm just going to put the exact number in the title of this thing. There we go. Does that change the title? I'm not sure if I can change the title while we're streaming. Did I just change the title? But I put the number of games in the title. Yeah, so it's 16,485. Wow. Jesus. How long would it take you to beat all of those games? I bet it would take like a team of 12 people their entire lives to beat that many games. Yeah, James is stoked. You deserve that, James. James deserves a shout out for, what do you win? Sorry, I don't have anything to give away. But you get a shout out on the channel. You get your name shout out. James Garrison, you are the winner. Okay? I can give you a virtual piece of gum here. Here's your piece of gum. There you go. Hype is right. Yeah, so title is changed. Okay, cool. Thanks, Joseph, for confirming that. How big is this image? So and the cool thing about this image is Ray's image that was always kind of a problem for people is people were buying all sorts of SD cards, even though I was telling everyone in the description, buy the SanDisk, just buy it. It's one of the better cards it's the best card for the price, and that one will fit. This one is 2 gigabytes less. So when Ray's was 119 gigabytes, and it was like 127 billion bytes. This one, I'll read it off. I have it right here on my hard drive. Let me just open this up really quick. It's 117. Like I have it on my hard drive. So all those people who are like, no, it's bigger. Like on my is my hard drive lying to me? Like that's some hard drive. So it's 117 gigabytes at 126 billion bytes. Okay. So it's like 2 billion bytes in the sector byte size smaller than reys, and 2 gigabytes of the gigs smaller than reys. So for those people that like their Samsung or their Patriot or whatever was right on the edge, this is not going to be on the edge. You got an extra gig or two for that discrepancy that happens with different cards that you buy on the market. So very good with that. And then the Pi Piggy is even less. It's at like 112 gigabytes. So you get some cheap 128 that doesn't even have 117 gigabytes. The Pi Piggy is like 112 gigabytes. Okay. So I'm just seeing I missed some questions here. So I'm scrolling up really quick. We talked about the light gun. What your video while updating my drone? Nice. What kind of drone do you got? T Tech Logic. What is better, this image or Piggy Pie? So I'm kind of starting to talk about that. Let me boot into while I'm reading these questions. Let me go ahead and move to the attract mode here. So this is like a motionblue backend, and then you just go into here and you would go into your. Also, I want to go ahead and change my volume here. So the sound settings, let's go up. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to go into track mode. Okay. Let me know if there's any issues with the sound. Okay, so while that's booting up, let me answer some questions here. How does PS1 games play? PS1 games play really well. Better than Dreamcast, better than Nintendo 64. You can play, the games I really like to play on PlayStation are like Silent Hill. I'd never played that game before. It scared the heck out of me when I played it. It's a pretty good, scary game. Never played it before. The Grand Theft Auto, the original, was hella fun. You can just go around and do whatever you want, do the missions or just go around. And then there's that racing game, Gran Turismo, which is really, like for its time, was a really good racing game. They have 2 cars and stuff. Pretty epic. Have I spent enough time with MLPs? So SMAC, I don't know what images you're talking about to compare. Let me get off the sound here while I answer some questions. I like how exit is just like a black screen. It's like later, there's nothing else here. So we have, okay, let's just stay in a trap mode setup. Okay. So SMAC, let me know which images you're talking about because Madlow Pixel has a bunch of different images. How about a trackball for Golden Tee? So I'm not sure, Chuck. I know there's some people out there that have gotten a trackball to work. I imagine you could. It's just a matter of configuring it. I have not messed with that much. That would be kind of cool, though, to do the trackball. There's also like a shuffleboard game for the arcade, and there's a couple other games that utilize the trackball that would be kind of cool if you could get that to work. How big is this image? I already answered that. Okay, we gave the shout out to James. I'm catching up with the chat. You win a 5-inch diskette? Yeah, you get a floppy. If you go treat yourself out to a floppy. Does anyone use GP Wiz 40? I don't. Maybe someone else does. Playing 20 games a day, it would take you almost 2.5 years to play all. Is that right, Joseph? I think that's kind of like some guessing there. I'd love to see your equation for that. Ryan, this is taking me forever to download. Yeah, dude. So yeah, this image that I'm on right now, it is a torrent. The sad thing about torrents is it's up and down depending how many pairs are out there. And at some points, I was getting like as fast as 3 or 4 megabytes per second. And then like towards the end, when I was at 90%, that last 10% took me like a solid 10 hours where I think total it took me like 30 hours. I want to say I just left my computer on throughout the night. It just downloaded. And then, yeah, it took me about 30 hours. Can you please flip through each system? Yes, we're going to do that in just a second. But as you saw, it's kind of loud. I need to lower the volume maybe. It took me 3 weeks to get raised. Wow, Charlie. I feel like Charlie, though, even though it took you 3 weeks, like looking back at it now, like didn't it just build the anticipation and make you want it even more? You have gigabyte internet. Yeah, it doesn't matter how fast your internet is. The Pi Piggy, you can get faster speeds on the Mega. I don't know why people don't like Mega. It's way faster. I downloaded that whole Pi Piggy in like 3 hours. It was amazing through the Mega downloader. I know there's pop-ups and all that other stuff that sucks. Don't get me wrong, that part does suck, but it is really fast. I have almost 60,000 games on a... What? Kevbot has 60,000 games on a... Is this guy trolling or what? He probably has a bunch of like 1-bit games over here. I've raised and haven't been super impressed with the attract mode. Yeah, James, I mean, Rays was kind of the start to all this. He was the first guy to kind of build the ultimate image. And that's why I give him credit, because he started it to put all those games together, all those emulators together, and configure it and get it all set up. He did a really good job. Now we're on RetroPie 4.2. We have Nintendo DS. We have all these new emulators. Everything is running really smooth. Dreamcast is like being quite improved quite a bit as well. So reys, yeah, for sure. Their new images are way nicer and way more configured out of the box. Alundra. Okay, I've never played Alundra. I haven't seen that game on any of the images, so what you'd have to do is go on like Emu Paradise or some other emulator website and transfer it over, because I've never seen that game on any of these pre-made images. However, it's my understanding that Mad Little Pixel is going to be releasing a PlayStation build soon, and I think that'll be great because I don't know of any good PlayStation only or just images that focused on the PlayStation as a whole. So I think that should be cool, and make sure that you might want to reach out to him because he's taking like requests on what games to have. Do these images have Kodi on them? Yeah, I mean, Kodi's pretty standard on any motionblue. It comes pre-installed as one of the main packets. So yeah, it has Kodi. Nothing special, just the basic one. How long did it take to download? I think I already mentioned that in this stream. If not, rewind. But about 30 hours for me. Some people are saying, 3-4 days. Depends on your internet. Yep. It also depends. It's not so much your internet as much as it's how many people are also streaming it. Dude, there's so much chat. Okay, I'm catching up though. I feel like I am. Okay. So people want to see, I'm going to keep answering questions while I scroll through some of these menus. So let me know if I got to change the volume though. I might just lower, it should be fine. We'll see. Okay. So here's your Kodi people were asking about. You got your favorites. Yeah, I wish it was on Mega too. I'm a fan of Mega Download now that they have like So this is the only collection. You'll notice all the other menus on this image. All the other things on this image are the systems. Wow, look how 90s that is. Okay. Let me know about the sound. I'll scroll up and scroll back up. Odyssey. Yeah, you still have a floppy, nice. Yeah, so as far as those people, is this image better than reys? I mean, at this point, I really like both this image and the Pi Baby image. And I was kind of explaining that earlier in the stream, so rewind back, that this image has some things that the Pi Piggy image doesn't have, and the Pi Piggy image has some things that this image doesn't have. So they're definitely different. At the end of these videos, I basically just say, kind of spoiler alert, that it's really up to you and which image is like more for what you're looking for. Because they both offer a little bit different. But if it was me, I'd get both, and then just switch between the two. But both really, really solid, super solid images. Kevbot, this looks better than one yesterday. Yeah, this is HyperPie. So it's a different attract mode theme. It's the theme, that way things move and things like that. You'll notice that the menu goes away and it goes to full screen, it gets tucked away. But you'll notice that when I click into a menu here, so I'm clicking in, that it's just like any attract mode now, So this one doesn't have videos, but let's go over to another system that does. Right, so it has just like any other track mode would. So I'm going to go back because we're just looking at the main images first, but this is totally different, the main video screen here. And this is more like a hyperspin. Everyone's trying to get the hyperspin. Yeah, Mega has, you do not have to join Mega, guys. You download the Mega downloader, like I say in that one video that I posted in all my links. You don't have to do that. It does scare me as well, but you guys should all be running malware protection anyways, but I've never gotten anything from it. Just don't click anything. How can I fix favorites in a track mode? What do you mean, what's wrong with your favorites? Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. So this image only has like 9 Nintendo 64 games on it. So I can check with the image, the Pi Piggy image, it might be on there. Does anyone have Intellivision on an image? I think so. You have to look at my previous videos. In every video I go over which ones To be honest with you, I've seen so many images now that when people ask me questions like, which 32, like somebody just asked me the other day, which 32 gigabyte image comes with Nintendo 64? And I'm like, I think I've seen a 32 with Nintendo 64, but at this point there's so many 32s and 16s and 64s that I forgot. I do know there's 64s with it, but 32s, not entirely sure. Maybe somebody can answer that for people in the comments here. Okay. Do I think this image would be added to Mega? I'm not sure. I think so. Mega tends to take all of Mad Little Pixel's images. So just so you know, I'm not affiliated with Mad Little Pixel. I'm not affiliated with Arcade Punks. Me and Mad Little Pixel just talk through YouTube and things like that. And Arcade Punks, I don't have any contact with whatsoever, but they're kind of all doing their own thing. And I think that knowing Mega, Arcade Punks, I mean, they will get it, I'm sure. Unless Mad Little Pixel says no or something like that. Yeah, Kevbot with the Mega Downloader. Question about Dreamcast. Do you ever get stuck on the time and date screen? I can never get off of it. Mark, yes I have, especially when I try to set it up myself. But on this image here, with Mad Little Pixels, it does work. I was just playing with it before I started the stream. We'll check that out in a second. What do I recommend for 64? I think I did my best of 64 gigabyte images. I still think that's kind of the norm. I think if Mad Little Pixel or someone like that does a motionblue for 64 gig and is very selective with the systems they use, I think that would be the best image. I haven't seen that image yet though. Okay, all the main games are in the arcade folder. Correct. Or there's a main folder on here, I forget. Yeah, use Mega Downloader 1.7 exactly use. I think Nintendo has the sexiest sounds. You don't like this one? Almost 2 hours me using Mega for little hoagies? What? Sound is too loud. Okay, sorry. Let me Okay, I just lowered the volume on the Pi. And up my microphone volume. Let me know how that is. Okay, I just lowered on my... I hired my microphone and lowered the Pi a little bit. Let me know if that's better. Can you start a game in Dreamcast? Yes, I will, Mark. Let me just go through these menus. Sound is too loud. Can you turn it down just a little more? I might be a little sensitive. It's all good. How can I fix favorites in track mode? How so? What do you mean? How do you fix it? How do you export ROMs from an image to a PC without having to do it on the network? So Chuck, there are some. I found if you just Google like Linux File Explorer, those usually just read. But you can download these programs called Linux File Explorer and Editor, and the editor part means you can drag and drop usually. So that's how I opened up reys, and then you can just find all the ROMs and then drag them through that way with just putting the SD card in your computer. So there is a way to do it. I forget what program I used, but just Google it. You can finally find it. You can find it eventually. Yeah, you can pay $50 a year, exactly. I mean, $50 isn't much. I just got a Nintendo Wii. Somebody gifted it to me, and it has like Wii Sports and Wii Resort, but it doesn't have Mario Kart. And I really want to play Mario Kart. And so I jumped on Craigslist, jumped on eBay, but Mario Kart and 2 steering wheels is like the cheapest I found was like $40. And I was like, you know, I'm used to gaming for free. So I'll eventually buy it, but it's just like, I feel like Wii is such an old system now, you should be able to get parts like super cheap, but I guess not. Oh yeah, Nacho's new 64 has Intellivision. Thank you, Kevbot. Yeah, Nacho's 64 is definitely the image to go for retro gaming. Like I said in that 64 gig video I made. I'm getting the same problems. Okay. No, mine, Mad Little Pixel's original images, yeah, have controller issues. This one, it's good, trust me. It's good. There's only about 10 fully working N64 games for the Pi. I would have to disagree with that, James. But yeah, so according to you, James, like I think this is the same thing that Mad Little Pixel thought. That's why there's only 9 N64 games on this image. Pilot Wings, Super Smash Brothers. But like, for example, I know Pokemon works, for example. Like, why isn't Pokemon on here? Super Smash Brothers is pretty laggy during the Yoshi level and stuff like that. There's a bunch of games that work for N64 that I've played that are just fine. So I don't think it's just 10. You can see I made a whole video where we went around and we tested every single Nintendo 64 game. But 007 for sure does not work. I would agree with that, and a lot of other games as well. Mario Party works as well, and that's not on here. It might be interesting to have a RAN image with top 10 or so games from maybe. That would be cool, Milton. So Milton had a good idea, which is like, instead of, on here you have the, I think this is what he's saying, is like on here you have the RetroPie top 100, and it'd be cool to have like Mad Little Pixels top 100, top 10, and DrewTalks top 10, and ETA Prime top 10. That would be really cool. And if you're in the community, that'd be really, it'd also be cool because like 10 years from now, people would be like, who are these people? Okay, this image is Arcade Punks. Oh, it is on Kevin. Are you sure it's on Arcade Guns? It's not. This isn't PiePiggy. This is Mad Little Pixels HyperPie. Maybe they added it. Let me go ahead and check, but I don't think so. Okay, so we're at N64, then we're on Super Nintendo. Okay, I'm going on Arcade Punks. Oh yeah, they got it on Arcade Punks now too. Let me go to the download section here. Oh, but it's just a torrent. They're just stealing his torrent link. So yeah, you can get it on this image right here. The HyperPie is on Arcade Punks, but they're just taking the same magnet link that you can get from Mad Little Pixels video, and I think you guys should all be supporting. Thank you, Arcade Punks, but I mean, really, the person who did it is Mad Little Pixel, and they would agree. So either way, it's the same. I think it's going to the same place. You're downloading from the same place, unless they're hosting it on a magnet. That's possible as well. I'm not sure. I'm not affiliated with that. Yeah, the 8-bit controller can be a little difficult, but it should work in a track mode, no problem. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Waiting for my Lexar. Yeah, Lexar is a good SD card to go with. Am I overclocking? This is just stock image right now. Oh, this is the Nintendo music somebody was saying they like. Got my Pi and card, just gotta wait a week for this damn thing to download. Yeah, sorry dude, that's part of it. But I mean, the anticipation is good. How do you make MAME only show working game ROMs in Emulation Station? You can hide games. There's a way to hide it. I think you like start or select or something and you can hide, or you can go into XML files and delete the games manually. There's a couple ways to do that. Squishy, you had Mario Kart for Wii? All right. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to PM you in the chat, but leave me a message on like one of my other videos or something, and then we'll hook up. Maybe we can do a trade or something. Mario, anything is expensive. I know, right? Like, what's up with that? I guess that's branding for you. That's your marketing lesson, is keep your brand. What is your largest image out there that you know of? I think Mad Little Pixel has a 200 gig image, and I think he's working on another 200 gig image. So I would say those are the biggest. That would make the most sense too, because they don't really make SD cards bigger than 256, and maybe they do, but now you're getting into like super expensive images. You can hook Raspberry Pi 3 Ethernet to your computer and Windows type in, and it will connect to it. Okay, there you go. So Kevbot says, I didn't know that you can connect that way, but that doesn't surprise me, that you can connect directly into your Pi via Ethernet, so you'll be getting way faster speeds. MLP's image now have the emulation station controller for your pop-up. Yeah, exactly. So Mad Little Pixel has his good controls pre-configured. I would love something like top 50 from each system. 16K is ridiculous. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, but look how many people we have interested in it. So as much as it's ridiculous, you're kind of like, man, this is ridiculous, but I kind of want to know more. I'm intrigued. So I feel like that's kind of the feeling that people get with these images. I can never get anything from Arcade Punks or Mega. Yeah, sorry, man. And You got to kind of wait then with the torrents. Okay, anyone know how to get NEC TurboGrafx CD working with the same time? Yeah, Johnny, I think you were in here the other day. I don't know that personally. I'm sure somebody in here might be able to help. Anyone got a touchscreen to work with my retropie? I don't. Maybe someone else does. Do you know how to exit out of main using just a controller? Yeah, it's start and select, but some of the, if it's not libretro main, then you have to configure it either through RetroArch or something else, or manually through like tab. So that gets a little weird. On these newer images though, like this one and PyPiggy, it's all start select. Everything pre-configured, so it's not an issue. I extracted the PyPiggy and the size I'm getting is 112. That sounds about right, DTech Logic. That's why I said the PyPiggy is super small, 112. It's not even close to 119. Is there a way to update Kodi to 17.1 without breaking? I don't know. I'm not a Kodi guy. I'm sure there is. Just Google's your friend. If somebody's done it somewhere, just Google it. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of experience, and I don't want to give you bad advice. Okay, so Johnny says that if you just go to retropie 4.2 first and then update, you're good. Okay, so NEOGEO. Jesus, this whole time. I know I've been slow on the scroll, so it's my fault as well. There's Daphne. I'm not good at Daphne. I'm probably not going to play any. They do work. Cave, CP3, CP1, 2, and then Arcade. And then when you go in, so it's interesting that the arcade is like this, but if you go over, this is more like an attract mode. So it's got interesting layout, but I mean, it's nice. So you guys wanted me to do a Dreamcast game. So at first, it wasn't working all that great for me, Dreamcast. I played Capcom. The game that doesn't work for me is the Capcom Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So back to, we're going to go Dreamcast now. My Marvel vs. Capcom 2 does not run really well. The other thing to know is on Dreamcast, the exit button is not start select on an Xbox 360 controller. You press this middle glowing thing, the little Xbox logo button, if you will. So, okay. So I do know, I played Power Stone before the stream and I know it runs, so I'm just going to show you that I click A on my controller to get into the game. Gotta love that trip. And then, so most of you say that it gets stuck here. And I think if it gets stuck here, it means it's probably your controller's not configured. If you Google RieCast, that's the name of the emulator, RIE or REICAST. Just type RieCast and then type configure controller or config. They have a whole write-up on GitHub. So in Google, the first link should be the GitHub link, and they have all the configuration for like PlayStation 3, the 8-bito, the SNES iBuffalo controller, the really common controllers. Okay, so let me just show you. I'm going over, and then I'm going, it should be B, but I think mine was A. So as you can see, the Xbox 360, no problem. Some of the other controllers, like I was saying, go to RieCast, and they have, it's really easy. You just go on the network, go into your Pi, go to emulators, go to Dreamcast, and then there's all the configuration files there in WordPress, and you can reconfigure your controllers like that. There's probably some other ways to do it as well. So I hit start. And it's 2-player as well. I haven't tried 2-player. You need boot.bin and flash.bin for Dream. You do if you're setting it up yourself, but I believe that comes pre-installed on these images. That's why it's so good. So I've only played this game like 2 times. I'm horrible at it. So bear with me. How's the sound? Is the sound still good? Maybe a little louder. So in game, I think the yeah. B is A is B for the controllers. Missed me. See, I don't really even know what my controls are. Oh, I got him. So that's kick. That's punch. Got him though. I don't even know who bazooka. Be like, how do I pick this up? Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Got him. I got one more bullet. Got him. I'm doing really good. I'm glad that because when I was not live streaming like an hour ago, I was really bad at this game, and now I'm doing okay. I did all right, guys. I did all right. All right. So there you go. And so I'm going to exit the game now. If I hit start select, it just does that. You know, I've continued with a little bit of stuff. But if I hit the middle Xbox button, you saw that? I just hit it once. You're out of the game. Is there button lag? A little button lag, but nothing worth, like, you know, nothing worth crying over or complaining about. Toy Commander? Now, I've only... Thank you, little Pat. I appreciate it, because I usually... If you watch any of my older videos, I usually... That's what's so funny about them, is how bad I play in all of them. Like, I leave that stuff in just to show how bad I am. And so, I appreciate... Occasionally you win one, right? It's like you get lucky. But, okay, so back on Dreamcast, I haven't tested all the games. You know, when Mad Little Pixel's first image came out, his unified layout, I could never get my Xbox 360 controller to work with that, and I just kind of was like, you know, Dreamcast, I don't really want to play Dreamcast anyways. But now, with this image, it seems like there's a lot more people wanting Dreamcast, so I thought I'd kind of play with it. So I'll test these games out as we go. But so here's another game. I do have issues with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Is Soul Calibur. Okay, you guys want to see Soul Calibur. Okay, let me just see if this game works really quick. I'll just be Dre. Kitchen and dining room or coming soon? I think I'll go kitchen and dining room. Training? I really don't want to. Let's just go straight to boiling rage. You managed thus far, but you're nothing unless you cook. Drop the eggs into the water and don't forget to light the stove. Cyclone. Okay, guys. This video is playing pretty good. Ooh, that's cool. I don't get these controls. Oh, triggers. Oh, it's oh, that changed me. I think I need to. Oh, can I go up there? Okay, this game I know it. What? Okay. Can this guy make it? Whoa! Okay, so it worked. Okay, whoa, I got respawned in the right place. Okay, so there you go. And then we press the middle button and we're out. Everyone wants to see Soul Calibur. Let's go. Okay. Is your Raspberry Pi overclocked? No, this is stock. I do have it in the big aluminum case, but it's stock block. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw my stream yesterday, we totally almost froze the system playing GoldenEye. I just ordered a 64 gig. I don't need tons of games. Do I need a 128 to get really nice menus like these? or is the same setup readily available for 64 gig? So if you want a menu like this for 64 gig, I'd probably go get the P-Dark 64 gigabyte image. It's in my YouTube channel. I would say that's the closest 64 gigabyte to this type of style. Okay, nice. Thanks, guys. Oh, you only have the demo game? Well, now you can have the whole thing. Is there a GameCube emulator? I think there is. I don't know if there's for Pi. I know for the computer there is, and it runs pretty well from what I understand. So let's try arcade. Again, a game I haven't spent much time with.
A stage of history.
Is my Pi overclocked? No. This is all stock, what you're seeing. Who am I? Am I the guy? Okay, I'm the guy. That's okay. Ooh, that's hard slash. I'm gonna give her the hard slash. Oh. Oh, she was winding up. Is there a block on? Oh, there we go. Oh, this is like a button mashing game. You gotta mash to get them. So Frita, isn't that like a an egg dish? Oh, so Sophisha. And Killick? Dolphin for GameCube and Wii on 86. So there you go. Yeah, there's a. I know there's a emulator. What? That was a cool move. Is there like fatalities in here? This one's pretty dang good. Have you tried the 3DO emulator? Yeah, it's on one of the other images. I forget which image it's on, but there's an image with 3DO on it that I recently reviewed. This guy looks like he's about to kill me. Oh man, oh, that was a pretty good move. There we go. Okay, and then you just hit the, and we're out. Okay, and then Power Zone 2, Final Star Online. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the game that I didn't. Let's just play it really quick, because it seems the Dreamcast is working now. I did mess with the controls a little bit, but I don't think I messed with them much. Is there a GameCube emu for Pi? There might be, but not that I'm aware of. And if there is, it doesn't run very well. Yet, at least. What PlayStation 3 emulator are you talking about? Oh, the do they even have a PlayStation 2 emulator? Glad you like it, Mark. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, the live streams work because I have people watching. Like, I wouldn't do this if nobody came. Like, this interaction is what, why I do it. Where I don't get this when I'm making the normal videos, so it's nice.
Marvel versus.
I'm really impressed that this is streaming. I mean, this is emulating Dreamcast so well. Like, I don't know what the processor was back then. Dreamcast specifications. It was a 128-bit Hitachi SHR4 RISC processor. So it was a 200 megahertz processor. It was a NEC CLX2 graphics processor, 16 megabytes of RAM, 8 megabytes of video RAM. Actually, that's pretty slow. Max resolution 640 by 480. Wow. Sound was the Yamaha 64 channel. God damn. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Lil Pat, is like, NEC graphics. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think PS2 even emulates properly. I like his little swing. This is a little laggy here. It's definitely... Ooh. There we go. Let's get her out here. I'll get wrecked. Oh boy. Block that. Oh, that death kiss though. I don't know who's winning. I think they are. The Spider-Man needs to start pulling his weight. This guy seems to do pretty well against her. There we go, now we're kicking some butt. Alright, so we got rid of Rogue. Whoa. Oh, that's their cable. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Cable versus cable. I don't know which button is the switch button. I don't want to hit that. Oh man, I want to get in there, but... Ooh, I like ran in at the wrong time. Cat hat? Yeah, Caterpillar. I have a friend who works at Caterpillar who got me the hat. I do not work at Caterpillar. Okay, I'm not doing so well, but... So when you're done, you just hit the boom, and you're out. Okay. I can't sleep, Zippy. Well, maybe watch some of this and might make you tired. Yeah, dude. Chrome letters. I don't know if these are chrome. They're kind of like a light white. Scum VM, you're going to probably want Nacho's image. But I think some of them are in Spanish. You have to change the language on them. Okay, so Dreamcast. Let's get out of Dreamcast. So again, with PlayStation, there's limited selections on here. Yeah, at least it's running for sure. Do we have Musashi? For Rapper. Castlevania. That's it, just 3 games. So 3 games for PlayStation. Have I tried any other controllers except the Xbox 360? No, I haven't. Sorry. It's kind of my go-to controller because there's so many. It's just for that reason that like everyone comes to me with these complaints when the 8BitO and the iBuffalo and the whatever other controllers they have, and it's like, you know, they're not the easiest. That's why I use the Xbox 360 controllers. It's so easy to use and all the development that's done for it. Flirk is a good case. I also have the pure aluminum case, which is really good. And I mean, the C4 Labs Zebra that I did a review on is really good as well. Do I like Mad Little Pixels 128? So this is Mad Little Pixels HyperPie versus Pie Piggies. And I honestly can't tell, you know, I can't say one is better than the other. I would say these are the biggest differences, okay? One is that this image, when you go back, it only has the systems. And see, that's all you can select from. Where if you look at my Pie Piggy video, it's got like 40, 50 different menu items. So that's a lot. Number 2, this has Nintendo DS. The other one does not have Nintendo DS. This one only has 9 Nintendo 64 games. The Pie Piggy has 303 Nintendo 64 games. This has 2,000 Commodore 64 games. That one has none. The Pi Piggy has more TurboGrafx CD games. This one only has one game. Daphne, this has like 2 extra Daphne games. Arcade, this has like on the arcade, this has like an extra 500 games. It's a different arcade pack, so who knows which exactly work and don't work. Let's go check out the arcade while we're talking about that. So Nintendo DS, and there's a couple other systems. Game & Watch. I mean, who even plays Game & Watch? But this does have Game & Watch on it, where the Pi Piggy does not. So it's a matter of, do you like motionblue or HyperPie better? And then those system differences. Everything else is, you're talking about retropie 4.2, or actually this one's 4.1.2 or some 0.11. Pretty new. So those are the differences. One is not in the clear better than the other. The way I conclude it is, Red Earth is a really good game, by the way. Anyone's ever played it before? The way I conclude is that it depends on what you want. Like, now that you've seen both images, make a decision, or get 2 128 gigabyte SD cards, and voila. No need to pick your favorites. It's like picking your favorite child in the family, right? It's like you just don't do it, and if you do it, you keep it to yourself. Bye, James. James left. I know you left you probably posted that like a minute or 2 ago. Thank you for stopping by. James won, by the way. This is your second shout out. James won the guessing game on how many games. He guessed 17,000, and there was 16,485. So, kudos to you. Final Fantasy VII is like a gig. Yeah. Final Fantasy is a big one. Return of the Jedi. Look at that game. Ridge Racer, this game does not run. It's just way too graphically intense. Riding Fight, though, I have no idea. Got 'em Bros in here, what's up? Yeah, you can put more games on a USB stick or hook it up to an external hard drive. People have done that. Does you have PSP minis? I don't think this one does. The Pi Piggy does, though, so there's another difference. So, what are they watching? So no sound on this one? Yeah, I'll check PSP minis, but he's a sucker coming. Oh no, there's a fire. Okay. No, I've never played this game. We're just going to try it out. Thanks for breaking it down. You're welcome, Matt. Can you switch the displays? Yeah, you can. Okay, what are my controls here? I got punch, and I don't know what this one is. So it's like a racing game and a fighting game. Whoa, Coca-Cola's in the way. I mean, if hoverboards were a thing, that would be pretty cool. Oh, I gotta kill the cars, too. You gotta punch cars, like, duh. Everyone knows you can punch cars. This is a ramp? Oh, yeah. Is that bad or good? Whoa, I'm, like, super jumping right now. You see that air that he got? Oh, what? And he turns hecka fast? Oh, they got bats now. This is the bat level. Oh, I get to steal their bats. Oh, now. This is like full throttle before full throttle. Hot dog. Hot dog. Okay. Let's start select. Okay. More motorcycle game. Somebody want to know, is there PSP minis on here? I don't think there was. Would be in PlayStation under Sega, but yeah, no minis on here. There are minis on Pi Piggy though. There might be. I don't think there was any in the other one as well. So I'm just checking out the arcade collection because there's 3,000 games, and a lot of the arcade games are really fun, in my opinion. RoboCop, nice. RoboCop 2. Robot Bowl. I think there's sound, but it's low. I think you're right. My sound's very low right now. Been listening to you while I work. Awesome commentary and breakdown of PiggyPie and Mallow Pigs. Both are great. Thanks for the company. Thank you, Y. Cassiano. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, Jay's doing some advertising out here. What game is this? Was it? It was in R. It was called Riding Fight. Riding Fight. So check that one out. Later, D-Tech Logic, thanks for stopping by. You were one of the first ones in the channel. I appreciate it. And you were chatting it up. I like that. I appreciate it. Rival Schools. See, like, this is like Tekken-type graphics. And I'm just going to play it, but I really don't think it's going to load. Right on, D-Tech. I'll see you in the next one then. 97. Yeah, this game is going to struggle. This is a good sign, though. This is not a good sign if it's staying on the screen for that long. You hear that sound lag? Looks pretty cool, though. Okay. I like the skull guy down here. Oh, you can't. Run. You guys see how laggy this is? Oh, there's like a story here. Come on, Tiffany. Dang, Tiffany's gloves are massive. Damn. Okay, see how laggy it is? I mean, it played, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you just look at this game and you see it's like Tekken kind of struck. By the way, you can play Tekken for PlayStation, but Tekken for arcade doesn't work so well. Another little detail with HyperPie is that you can see it as I'm scrolling that it has like the HyperPie. So it's transition, the transition between each video. Rock Duck. So there is some pornographic games as well, as you can see here. As you win, you get to reveal more. So make sure mom's not around for those games. This game's actually really good. Rolling Thunder, a lot of fun. Rolling Thunder 1 and 2, good game. Really good game. Run good on the Pi. R-Type's good game. See, this is the thing with arcade is this whole time, I've only gone through one letter. I've only gone through R of however many letters are in the alphabet. For sure, there's some letters that don't have much, but then there's some letters like S, which are just loaded with games. Why don't we just play eggs? Yeah, don't let your five-year-old get a hold of the arcade section. There is something called kid mode. I didn't even know it existed until somebody brought it up to me in Emulation Station. I've never used it, but it's in like a retropie setup. There's a kid mode. It basically, I don't know if it's parental controls as far as like regulating what games they play, but I do know that it also regulates like what buttons they can press, so they can't like screw anything up. Okay, so yeah, I can do this. I can make next maybe a live stream. We'll just do arcade games next time. There's CP1, which has all those cool games in it, like Captain America, Captain Commander, Punisher. They have all the Street Fighters, Cave, Daphne, Atari games. Not a big fan of a lot of these. It's 32X. You got Primal Rage. It's a cool game to check out. Yeah, Riff Raff. If you're just coming in, rewind a little bit. We were just playing a bunch of Dreamcast not too long ago. We tested 3 different games. They ran really well. Marvel vs. Capcom was the game that I would say ran the least well. I haven't messed with the Nintendo DS games much yet because I don't want to really mess with it here, but they should work. And then the RetroPie top 100 games. Okay, Super Mario World. You know, I can't play I love Mario Kart, but I can't play it because, and this has been, if you look at YouTube and you search this, it's actually with the new Nintendo Switch as well, is Nintendo has this weird policy where, like, if you use their music, they, like, automatically flag your videos. You don't get to run ads on them. It's, like, super strict. And, like, a lot of people are outraged by it because they're, like, one of the only gaming companies that do it. And not one of the only, but, you know, they're one of the bigger ones that do it. And a lot of people are pissed about that. NBA Jam is a great game. Anybody watching the playoffs right now? Go Warriors. I think I just made some enemies. Maybe not. We'll see. Puzz Bubble, great game. Smash TV, a lot of fun. This RetroPie Top 100 is a good place to start for any of you newbies to the retro scene. A lot of really good games here. I made a video where I tested all these on Ray's image. They all worked except Marvel vs. Capcom. See if it works. Alright, it works. Nice. Okay. So, I can already tell it works if you see that loading screen. Before, it wouldn't boot at all. I think it was the emulator that was ghosting. But all these other ones worked. I think there was a couple MSX games that didn't work, but this is looking pretty good so far. Play Fighter's pretty good for Super Nintendo. The cool thing about this, too, is you could see the box art and the video and the information on the bottom and the logo on the right. Demon's Crest for Super Nintendo, really good game. Never played this game. Galaga, of course. Mario Kart, another great game. Oh, interesting. This is a different... Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was added to this. I don't think this is on the original. Mega. Nice. Good game. Gotta love NBA Jam, baby. Outrunner, Pilot Wings, the original. Pokemon Red, Primal Rage, really good game. You only had 6 characters, though. The file name of this image is... MLP128-hyperpie.img. Rystar, Robocop versus Terminator. Shinobi, Sonic, and Knuckles, the Sonic Hedgehog 3, nice. Sonic CD. The original Sonic. This was a good game. Really good, like, almost, I mean, it's in the same book as, like, Battletoads and Simpsons and what's the other game I'm looking for? Ninja Turtles. Streets of Rage 2 and 3. The original Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 3, Super Mario Kart. Maybe we should just end the stream with a... Let's see if we can get to the flag post. Okay. Alright. Whoa, what are my controls here? Oh, I have 2 jump buttons. Let's jump. Oh, okay, I see what my controls are now. I'm not even gonna go big, I'm just gonna go home. Oh. 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 You like those back jumps? Oh. Oh my god! I was doing okay for a second there, and then it just went all downhill from there. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button, so it's off the way. Okay, here we go. Okay, maybe we should just die. Okay, these controls are... Maybe. It's up 3 Compton, 25 donuts. Okay, here we go. I beat the first level, y'all. 5,000 points. Alright. So that's going to end the stream. I've been up for 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 10 seconds. Really nice to see a good turnout tonight. Mad Little Pixel, are you going to stream? We can send these streamers to you, man. Oh man, these guys are coming after me. Let's see if we can time it right. Okay, well, I got one of them. What dangle? This is a wired. There's no dongle. Is there a game in the Game & Watch system for that? Is there a game for what? What do you want to see in Game & Watch? So we have Pac-Man, Parachute. Oh, there's a little game demo. That's kind of cute. Look at that. On some of these. You can see a little game demo there. It's very discreet. Rystar for Sega does not work. On this image or on other images? Yeah, dude, this Pi 3. You mod? Nice. Good idea. Yeah, I know. Mad skills. Yeah, thanks, Mark, for stopping in. Yeah, where can you download the image? You know, you got it. I don't know. Does it work for it? Okay. M Money makes one, sells one for Amazon like 15 for 6. Oh, nice. I'll check that out. Yeah, Arcade Bunks does have a few. All right, guys. Parachute. Oh, he's looking for a parachute. Oh, they have Tron. There's no game thing though. Somebody's looking for a parachute. Oh, here we go. This is the game you're looking for? Little Pat's looking for some parachutes. Is this the game? I got right and left. Game A. You gotta catch these guys. Oh, got him. Oh, what is about the shark? Oh, the shark eats them. I got it. Is this the game? Oh, I got this. These people will not die on my watch. This is like ER. Do some people fall out of the airplane faster? Oh, got him. I got the new high score, y'all. Oh, there's 2 sharks. Miss. Oh, can I kill this shark? Okay. Oh, I see. And then they like kind of head over there. What happens when you die? Let's kill them. Let's let them all die. That's it. You're dead. It just ends like that. Sweet. All right, y'all. Thank you for turning in. It's a killer image. I made another video, which is like my condensed 10-minute overview videos that I do for all my images. That's going to be posted tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. PST. But this image is a great image. There's a link in the description to go get the torrent link and check out Mad Little Pixel's video on it. It's a really good image. It's a little different. It's the HyperPie versus the motionblue. I put the details in that throughout this video, and there's some of that information in tomorrow's video as well. There is some differences, but both super solid images. Appreciate all. We had a really active chat this time, so thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It made it more fun for me too. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but it definitely was more fun for me. So thank you, appreciate it. And if you could thumbs up this video, maybe when it goes live or now, really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys whenever we stream next. Hopefully very soon. Peace. Have a good night.